Just some downloads coming through and just some things that I just want to run ideas by you guys with is how okay are you with not getting your to-do lists done that you feel like you have to get done? Like, I know myself personally, and I've just been really going through this. I understand that there's probably a lot of people in the collective kind of going through this, is we feel that there's a lot of responsibility, especially with individuals who, like ourselves, or light workers, or anyone who's just willing to flip the mirror. Oh, sorry. Cut my finger pretty bad, so you'll see this. Anyone who's willing to flip the mirror on themselves right now and really do some internal work. I know we've all heard about how it's not all rainbows and butterflies, and it's the dark night of the soul, and you're going to find the shadow parts of yourself and how to learn and work with the shadow parts of yourself and how to transmute and or activate or release or embody more of what you do like and get rid of what you don't like, simply. But when I say, or when you hear individuals say, how are you treating yourself when you're in those low points? It's very important to take a look at that right now, because like myself, for example, I am a Virgo. I am very organized, but I'm also very feminine. I work very logical sometimes, some parts of my life, and I work very non-logical with my female side, other parts of my life. And I'm really in the process of learning how to balance those two aspects of myself. And I'm enjoying it. I chose with my free will to make this journey internally and focused and understand how I can heal myself and continue to always heal myself and not try to fix anything, more so just how to nurture myself in a way of just nurturing my love that I have for myself, embodying a lot of compassion for myself as I go through this. And what I found is my biggest triggers really come from when I make a to-do list. My logical side tries to logically get things done that I think need to get done today or for the week. And then my feminine side and my higher self and a lot of outside sources really kind of change and make me realize that all of my expectations are not about to be met, that my to-do lists might not get done. That all sounds all like hunky-dory until it actually happens to you and you get triggered. That male side of you, it's not even really my ego, it's more so my male side, my logical side goes, if I don't get this done, that means I logically am not going to get where I see myself getting. And you just need to like pull yourself back when you're in those situations and be like, how can I self-validate and be okay with being in the present moment? And when I'm super present, like I just want each of us to ask ourselves this, when you're sitting watching TV or just being very present with yourself or taking 5 minutes to meditate and you feel your anxiety or your brain kind of like spreading out thinly and trying to think about other things you have to do or other things that need to get done, why are you not comfortable being present? What in your life is making you not feel comfortable being present? And how can we work with that? Instead of trying to cover all that up and get little mundane to-do lists things done, what in our life are we trying to fill? Like me personally, I have just a bunch of little small to-dos on top of like my business ventures that I'm doing with this business, for example, that some of my small to-dos are pointless. They don't need to get done. They're kind of silly and ridiculous. I don't need to get some of the things done on my list that I put on there, but it's like I'm trying to fill in the hole so that I don't actually have to look at the part of my life that I'm not feeling comfortable with and that I feel like needs to change. And I have to be responsible for making that change. And that just feels like a lot of responsibility. And that's where the ego comes in. And the ego just wants to keep us small and really keep us just day to day safe and alive. That's its job. And it's like our jobs using our male and feminine aspects of ourselves is, yes, we can work logically. Yes, we can make to-do lists, but really it's about making the tier of what actually needs to get done. And that might simply be the first thing on our to-do list is what am I not comfortable with in my life because I'm not comfortable being in a super present now moment. And if you are, awesome. If you find yourself just very capable of being in the now present moment and not having to think or spread your consciousness out to other little mundane tasks you feel like need to get done, then that's where you can really step into the next step of making the tiers of your to-do list and really seeing, okay, this actually does need to get done, this doesn't. And then if I don't get my to-do list done, am I okay with still loving myself? Am I okay with still, I didn't get my to-do list done, but I still deserve to watch a movie tonight? Because what if the most important thing you did that day was just to love yourself for not getting the to-do list done? Maybe that's the test you're going through. So basically, there's no really one topic of this besides the fact that we're all meant to love ourselves right now, to really be easy on ourselves, because a lot of shifts are occurring. A lot of things are happening in life right now where, I don't want to say test, but it is a very introspective look at ourselves. The mirrors are flipped on all of us. We're all willing to look inside of ourselves. And now it's like, okay, what are we going to do with that mirror that we're turning on ourselves? How are we going to be capable of handling our thoughts and emotions when we're actually in a confrontation or in communication with someone else, not just when we're feeling good day to day? Like, it's easy to feel good when good things are happening around you, but what happens when shit hits the fan? Like, how are you reacting then? Yeah, I just felt like other people out there need to know that you're not alone if you're feeling all of this. And it's not supposed to be fun, and you're not going to like this whole process, but the main important part is to know that the love is always there, that your heart is always there, the innocence inside of you is never being harmed. It's just trying to show you that you're supposed to use it to help nurture the adult versions of ourselves right now. Those inner children are really trying to help us. Our own inner children inside of us are really trying to help our adult selves right now, because the adults in this world, in the 3D world, really don't want to take responsibility for their own problems. And really, it's scary to look at yourself internally, and it's scary to have to try to understand why I'm at where I'm at and what wrong turn I made along the way, and then be hard on ourselves. And it's like, what if you didn't make any wrong turns and every single thing that happened so that you could get to this space where you were humble enough and willing enough to look inside and ask for assistance from the innocence inside of you and the joy, and to not overcomplicate everything. Nothing has to be super overcomplicated. The feminine sides of us that are really turning on, they simply just use emotions and images, and they just don't try to overcomplicate things with, maybe I did this because of this and this and this. They just go, ooh, maybe I'm feeling this and I don't need to know why. Maybe I just need to love myself right now. Maybe I need to simplify this and know that love is still there. What can love do for me in this situation? Like, what does my heart want to say to me right now as I'm really fucking pissed off driving down the road? Like, it's very human things that we're supposed to start bridging our metaphysical internal environments out into the physical world, and just be curious and play with it. This whole life is a playground, and we're just experiencing that in a very physical, intimate way. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that brings some new perspectives or things you want to sit with for yourself. But let me know if you have any questions and if this is validating for anyone else or resonates with you. I love you all. Have a great day.